Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of your favorite travel show about Poland, Poland Daily Travel. I'm Will Richardson and I'm here with a very specific purpose in mind, which is to talk about Warsaw in a few episodes, because Warsaw, quite deservedly, has been voted by 700,000 people taking part in a poll for the European Best Destination of 2023 as not number two, sorry, not number three, I could start higher, not number two, but number one in the entire of Europe for cities to visit. Now, I don't know what they base the population figures on, what size is the city or whatever, but we know, let's just talk about capitals and main cities, okay? Of which countries like France and Italy have a bunch of beautiful ones, Germany too. And Poland has several, 5 or 6 great cities. We might as well throw in a mention for Krakow, which is a great place. Gdansk, let's see what else, Lublin in the southeast. We've got Wrocław in the southwest. We've got a truck going by. Usually this is very quiet here, but you can see they have skating going on and other things. And you have Poznan, of course. Not to mention Katowice, which is actually the whole metropolitan area, is actually the largest metropolitan conurbation, I believe it's called, in Poland, with reaching around 5 million people over in that part of eastern Silesia, southeastern Silesia, to be correct. At any rate, we're talking about Warsaw, and right now I'm standing in the old town. And my question to you would be, why would you go to Disneyland when you can come here? Because this is the real thing. I mean, Walt Disney had an idea. He was going to make a castle and recreate Europe in certain places and make a bunch of concessions to history and make a lot of money from concessions, actually, to history. And that was what the idea of Disney was, to recreate Europe. You can come here and you can stand in the middle of this square and see a whole town, the old town of Warsaw, which was lovingly constructed over centuries, because Warsaw is about 1,000 years old, or a little more, and destroyed in 1 month, thanks to the 20th century efforts of the Germans. Now, then it was all reconstructed under the most unlikely circumstances during communism. This whole thing, according to the old plans were kept hidden away. There were paintings of Warsaw that from the, I think, 18th century, 17th century as well. And these were used, paintings and drawings, to reconstruct all the buildings. And that's what they did. So what you're seeing here is a better Disneyland. In fact, a real Disneyland, because it's based on, it's recreated, but it's based on exactly what was here before. It is one of the great miracles of post-World War II. Not the only one, as far as rebuilding goes, because many cities were rebuilt, but this particular old town is rightly a UNESCO site. Now, what else can I tell you about that? Oh yeah, they have skating. In the summer, this is an open space, but in the winter, they've started putting in a skating rink, and why not? It comes in November and stays throughout the winter. Now, another good thing is, if you really want to know about Warsaw, if you really, really want to know about Warsaw, and I think you do, you come here. This is the Warsaw City Museum. See, it says Museum of Warsaw, Museum Warszawa, and with the mermaid symbol, because the mermaid is actually the, symbol or mascot of Warsaw. It's actually the same with Copenhagen, I think. But that's neither here nor there for now. It's over several buildings. It's extensive. It'll tell you the whole history of the city of Warsaw. And it's right here at your starting point in the old town square. Why do you start here? Because it's the oldest part of the settlement of Warsaw. And you can walk from here to the Royal Palace. We're going to go there. And then up the Royal Way, Krakowskie Przedmieście. Say that 10 times fast, and then lie down and have a nap. And we're going to go up there and show you some other things. So lots to talk about, as Warsaw is the European best destination for 2023. And boy, it's about time. The city didn't exist, and now it's a place. It didn't exist in 1945, and now it's a place that welcomes you with great restaurants, great hotels. What else can we say? Plenty of things to do. Museums here are amazing, including the Warsaw Uprising Museum and the Museum of the City of Warsaw, as well as art museums and lots of other history museums. So you will not tire of things to do, not to mention the gorgeous parks. During COVID, we did a series on parks because that was one place you could be outside and you didn't have to wear a mask. And so you were relatively free. And we got to see the parks of Warsaw, and they're extensive and very beautiful, starting with perhaps the most famous Lazienki Park, the King's Park, which is right near the center of town, near, for example, we'll say Ulica Ujazdowska. That won't help you much. It's not far from the American Embassy, British Embassy, etc., just down the street. Lazienki Park. Okay, so we've got parks, we've got restaurants, we've got hotels, we've got museums, we've got the river, and we're going to show you the river in this series as well. That's all I have time for. I'm Will Richardson in beautiful downtown Warsaw in the Old Town Market Square on a beautiful February day, a day that was made to order for Poland Daily Travel and for you. Thanks for watching.